it's Jess from Meyer Hatchery. A question we receive quite often is, how can I save money on my chicken feed and how can I extend my chicken feed? And there's a lot of different options out there. I don't think of it as extending. I mean, it does extend it, but I also think of it more as enhancing our chicken feed. And when I buy my chicken feed, I'm buying kind of like a basic cereal. Like you buy those Cheerios and then you add, fruit to your Cheerios, or you add yogurt. Yes, I like yogurt with Cheerios. Or you add to your cereal. So when I'm looking for feed, I'm looking for a good quality feed to start. And it's going to depend on what your flock likes. We've actually gone through the whole trying all these different brands, and we found one that our flock likes. We know pretty quickly if our flock isn't going to like a certain feed because they will quite literally throw it on the ground. So we found a feed that works, and that is the feed that we have stuck with over the last few years. You have two options when it comes to your chicken's feed. You have crumble versus pellet. For my flock, I found a good way for me to save money is to offer my flock pellet food versus crumble. They love the crumble. I feel like sometimes it reminds them of that wonderful chick starter they used to enjoy, but they also make a mess with it and they kick it all over the coop. So we like to offer the pellet food. So I find a good, they don't get coffee, this is what I'm storing it in right now, but we offer them some good pellet food. Make sure you look at the ingredients and it's a good quality feed. It has everything they need. Right now my flock is laying, so they're getting a good quality layer feed. Another thing that I will do is I will look at supplements to add to my feed. And here at Meyer Hatchery, we have some really great supplements that you can add to your feed to help enhance and extend that feed. We have the Fresh Eggs Daily line of supplements that you can add to your feed, such as the Coop Kelp and the brewer's yeast. And I am a huge fan of the brewer's yeast. I not only use this for my chickens, but my ducks as well. This goes into everybody's food and it just gives them that immune system boost. It's got the garlic in there. It also helps with their digestion. It can help with bones. Helps make sure that my ducks do not get angel wings or any nutritional deficiencies. Highly suggest adding this to your flock's feed. Another thing that you can add to your feed, and this is kind of a treat, and that is scratch. So sometimes, depending on the day, I try to rotate every day what my flock's getting. They're going to get their layer feed every day, but every once in a while I'll put in a scoop of scratch. And that is a really good treat for them, and it helps to extend your feed a little bit. Another thing that I will add to my feed, and it really depends on the type of feed that you're offering, but I will put a little bit of grit and a little bit of oyster shells in there. You can offer grit and oyster shells free choice in your coop, or you can mix it into their food, and some food already has it in there as well. I noticed that if my flock is not interested in the extra grit and the oyster shells, I'll find them in the bottom of the coop. And that's kind of a sign for me, maybe I need to back up how much I'm putting into my chicken's feed. Another way to extend your feed is you can ferment your chicken's feed, and I'll leave a link to some instructions on how to do that in the description below. But that helps to enhance the nutrition of your flock's feed and does help it last a bit longer. I notice my flock seems to be fuller longer when we ferment the feed. I also ferment the scratch grains as well. You can extend your feed by feeding your flock from your garden, like I have back here, or you can feed them kitchen scraps. That's probably my number one easiest suggestion to extend your feed, is offer your flock kitchen scraps and garden treats. We grow not only for the humans, but we plant a few extra plants for our flock, and we give those to them throughout the summertime. And then in the wintertime, they eat a lot more kitchen scraps. It's just really good. We get to enjoy the good food, your flock gets to enjoy it, and it really cuts down on food waste in your kitchen. Another way that I extend my feed is adding herbs into their feed. So some feed actually comes with herbs in it, but I really like to grow my own and put them into my feed. So I grow things like lavender, I've got mint over here, I've got extra basil. I dry those herbs, I put them in the nest box, I put them in their feed. So herbs are all over my coop. I really love to add the herbs like this right inside my feed here. I also will grow marigold flowers and I will put that into their food after those petals have dried. And it just kind of helps to really enhance their food. And our flock has really grown to love their herby treats. Another treat that I'll offer my flock is if we have extra eggs, I will scramble up the eggs or I'll hard boil the eggs and I'll feed those back to them. And it gives them a really good nutritional boost and it also helps to extend their feed. You can also offer your flock some chicken treats. Again, it's a treat, so you don't want to offer them every single day chicken treats, but you can offer them things like mealworms, and in my hatchery, we have some really great chicken treat blends. Ooh, try to say that really fast. And you can give that to your flock to help extend your feed just a little bit. How do you extend your feed? Share your favorite tip in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions, be sure to let us know. All this talk about feed, I think it's time for me to go feed the flock. Thank you so much for watching.